Oh, the time is just coming up to 3 a.m. You're listening to BBC Radio 7 Extra. And now a look back to the origins of the St. Reatham's Podcast in the St. Reatham's Podcast Anthology, Volume 76, which contains accents that some listeners may find disturbing.
Hey, pod pickers, it's 1992 and it's Top of the Pods! Son of Pod and pod botherers out there tuning in on the AOL. We've got no movers this week. Top of the Pods is number one, the only podcast in the world. St. Reatham's Podcast.
Yeah, it was actually one time that I was around getting my feet fixed at the local podiatrist, and he was putting something on my toe because I had a bad toe. And I thought, like, hey, I'm at a podiatrist, and that's a cast. And that's really how the podcast came to be called podcast, because we actually invented that term. Not a lot of people know that.
I got the guys in the studio because they're a really rough and ready bunch of guys, and you know, the chaps at the AOA label, they were like, oh, you can't let them on, you really can't, because in those days actually we didn't have podcasts. What we used to do is record things onto a wax disc, and then you would send it round to all of the vicarages. Well, actually, you know, they came in with their everyone had messy hair at the time, and they came in there with their clean cut hair and their new ideas. You know, we're like, oh, what are these American things? And yes, and that's how it began.
Well, we were on a bus to a working men's club when you played it to me, weren't you?
That's right, yeah.
And you played it, and I said, you know, where's the music? And he said,
No, I think you're wrong there. I think I played you a recording of a bus.
That's what it was.
It was a recording of a bus. We were in a working men's club, and I played you a recording of a bus.
And I was like, where's the bus? And I couldn't understand it. I'd never heard anything like it before. Suddenly you could be on a bus but not on a bus.
I remember he played a recording of a working men's club, and I was like, I don't understand why you're doing this, because we're actually on top of a bus.
It was actually that we were on this bus inside a working men's club, and I was like, who the fuck's parked this here? It was crazy. And he pulled out a tape recorder, started playing me a recording of a bus.
I remember I was having sex with a bus, and some working men's club people came in, and I said, where are you coming from? And then they were like, are you on acid, mate? And I was like, yeah, probably. You know.
That probably explained it, actually. We've been taking a lot of acid at the time.
You did?
I'd never seen anything like these kids before you. You had all four of them, and, you know, sometimes there were three, and I just thought it was crazy how they set things into a box, and then you heard it later on. It was crazy. Sometimes they'd say 2 or more things, and one time I heard them say 4 things. 4 things! I was like, what the fuck is this? And I said, we gotta get those guys. We gotta get them onto a tape machine. And so we did. It became the biggest fucking thing in history.
You're listening to the St. Reatham's Podcast.
Alright, Maureen.
Here you are, Pauline.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
What you got cooking on there then, Pauline?
Well, I
Maureen?
boiled up some Sprites, and then I'm going to cry into them later, getting so tired.
Did you put an X in?
An X?
An X on the Sprites?
What's it? Oh, I see, because it's the election.
Yes. Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Are you
voted
voting
for
green?
Mr. No, I'm an EU fan. Ain't it, Brussels?
Oh, we have a good laugh, don't we?
Yeah, when we're not talking behind each other's backs,
And
bitterly.
over each other. I know.
Speak over
Just
each other
speak
a
at the
lot.
same time.
Mainly do that.
just
Yeah,
like-
mainly.
And we always pretend to listen to each other, but we don't.
Oh, did you hear that rotten Dave Phillips? Did you hear what he said about you?
Oh, he didn't say I got crisps in my peanuts, did
No,
he?
he didn't. He said you were a dirty slag.
Yeah? What bad thing did he say?
Well, he also said
Ooh.
your French vocabulary is a subpar.
That fucking cunt!
All right, just chill.
I'll kill him!
I wouldn't say chill. Yeah, have some sprouts. Have some sprouts.
Well, that'll calm me down, actually.
Yeah.
for
Now,
sprouts.
don't tell anybody, yeah? But I've left some of them frozen coated dinosaurs in the freezer, and I'm going to pass them off as fresh. And my food standards are not very high.
What the hell's going on here?
Who's
Oh
this?
no!
Who's this?
The least opportune moment for someone to intervene is
What the hell are you doing with these chocolate-coated potato dinosaurs?
It's Chef Gamsey Rawdon!
It's Gamsey Rawdon. He's really distorted.
You two always just pissing around in the kitchens. There are mouths to feed out there. High-paying customers. This is a quality establishment.
Yes, Chef Ramsay.
Except it's not really, is it? It's a school, isn't it? I mean,
It's a school.
It's a school.
But we
isn't it?
still have standards to uphold.
Yeah.
No, not really.
No, probably not, but I'm still here doing something for telly.
Now-
So come on.
I'm sorry, you're very scary. Please put some trousers on. I like that lovely Jamie Oliver. He was much
Yeah,
nice.
Jamie Oliver's a prick.
He
I
is a prick,
know.
admittedly, but
He's
is
got
he?
one.
He's got a wig on though. He's lovely. He's a prick.
Come on. We need to get the food with the tables. Come on, service. Ding, ding, ding. Come on.
We're going as fast as we can.
Really slowly.
Really slowly, as
By
fast as we
anybody's
can.
standards, but by our standards, fucking warp
Who's
speed.
put crosses in these Brussels sprouts?
It's election day, Your Honour.
I don't give a shit.
We just don't want Muslim sprouts, that's all.
Yeah, we want Brussels.
Christian sprouts.
Christian sprouts.
Just get them out. Put them in the bin.
Ooh,
Come on.
ooh.
Move.
I'm not getting them out for anybody. I'm certainly not putting my breasts in a bin. It's disgusting. I'm fed up with these conditions.
Yeah.
Listen.
I've had enough.
Look, I know that you two have put in a complaint about me being a bully in the workplace. It's bullshit.
Since you've been working here, Gordon, it's really got quite stressful.
It's
Look.
extremely stressful.
You two know full well that I really value my employees. Don't you little pricks?
Well, technically, you're working for us, Gordon. You're just supposed to sweep the floors.
Yeah.
So this is community service. You know?
I have got ideas above my station and I am proud of that.
It's only because you swing that floor brush around with such venom that we are
Yes.
forced into a position of servitude.
Might as well be the baddie Spider-Man.
Might as well be with a brush.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Oh.
Look, I didn't get this wrinkly, creased old face by sweeping floors.
You're only 27.
Yeah. The reason you got that face is because you're pissed off Gertie and she slashed you with a Stanley knife.
And then you put your face into vinegar because you think you look like a conker.
And I'm a raging alcoholic.
And you're a
You're a
raging
raging
alcoholic.
Don't forget that. Now
No,
get these sprouts out. Come on,
Oh,
serve
sure,
it.
Gordon. I'll do it, Gordon. I'll do it. Oh, what's this? A bottle of Jim Beam. It's going spare.
Oh,
Right, get that here, get that here, get that here now.
No. You want us to do the sprouts? We'll do the
No,
sprouts. We
I don't give a shit about the sprouts.
We haven't got time to give you Jim Beam.
Oh.
Oh, I know.
Give that here. Give that here.
Why? Why should we?
Because otherwise you'll lose your jobs, damn it.
Oh, will we, Gertie? Will we lose our jobs?
Yeah, we will, Mustafa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my official title.
Yeah. Short
So
for Maureen.
Stick that up, you Brussels sprout. You stupid dick.
Listen to me, you. I know what you is. You're a bully.
It is your broom, Gordy. Now sweep up these sprouts what I've just chucked on the floor.
Ooh, we've gone power mad.
We've got power mental.
Now don't cake up.
Never mind.
This is exactly
Yeah.
what happened in my last job.
Hey, have a little drinky of Jim Beam. I'll sort you out. Keep drinking. Keep drinking. Keep drinking.
You're listening to the St. Reatham Podcast.
Yeah, so that was a sketch from our first podcast.
Yeah, that's right.
It was back in '92. It featured Gordon Ramsay. We actually preempted him by quite a long way,
That's
didn't we?
right. I know, it's amazing.
Yeah, because back then he wasn't famous, so he was really cheap.
I know, it was before he fell into the vat of acid and has
Yeah,
emerged
yeah.
as the terrifying anti-hero chef of Gotham.
Yeah, I mean, he used to have a face like a baby's ass.
He really did.
Smooth.
Yeah, and inappropriate.
Very inappropriate face, yeah. And,
very inappropriate face.
And shit used to come out of his mouth.
Nothing's changed there, Phil.
Yeah! So the next sketch is, well, this is actually featuring someone who's worked with us a lot, haven't they, over the years?
Yeah. Who? Oh, I know who you mean.
That one. You know, the one we've known for years and years.
It rhymes with Yoko Ono.
Yeah.
Yoko Ono.
She was my wife.
Yoko Ono.
Wife.
Yoko Ono.
Anne-Marie.
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 Yoko, Anne-Marie, yeah. I used to call her
Yoko Ono because you thought she'd break up the group, didn't you?
No, because I just thought it rhymed with Anne-Marie, and then someone pointed out it didn't.
It's a good way to remember it, though.
It is, though. If you're like...
What's her name? Yoko
If there's an O in no and a yo means cool, then Anne-Marie is not a fool.
Free.
Yeah.
She used to be in a little-known radio soap called The Archers.
Oh, is that the one about ganglands?
It's the one about the ganglands in the South Bronx. Yeah. Who because of budget cuts.
Mate, don't be fucking with my territory.
Yeah, I shoot you with a crossbow.
Yeah, what's going on in top field, man?
None of us can afford guns.
Sure.
We gotta make do with bows and arrows.
Yeah, and
like it's the olden fucking days.
I don't think this organic yogurt press is working out in our favor, but maybe we should go down to the bowl for a pint of beer.
Got fucking blended quinoa over here.
Blended quinoa.
It's a great show.
It's a great show.
Yeah, so she was in that. And then, of course, eventually the offer came in to come and do bit parts on the podcast for no money, and she had to take it.
Sweeping up my nut dust.
Yeah.
Because I was eating a lot. We had big budget back then, obviously. Because we were the only game in town.
Ooh, cashews back in the day, wasn't it?
Oh, cashews. How I remember those.
There's a reason they're called cashews, because it costs a lot of money to buy a cashew nut.
Absolutely. And also they make me sneeze.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, famously.
Yeah.
Hence why she had to keep sweeping it up.
You remember, I mean, really, I think for the 3 weeks we were podcasting in the 90s, we sort of defined the 90s.
We certainly did.
You're listening to the St. Reatham Podcast.
4 halves of tomatoes connected with breadsticks underneath opposing ends of a piece of toast with petrol sauce. Okay for breakfast, love?
Ooh, smashing eye. Oh no, what's this? Oh, it's a letter from the DVLA. They're fining me. Dear Mr. Barry Andrew Dennis Driver, we're fining you for speeding. Oh, do you know, it's this kind of thing that drives me mad.
Well, never mind that now, Barry Driver. We've got to go shopping for this evening.
Why, what's happening this evening?
You know, we've got Peter and Nell coming round for dinner.
Oh no, not the pedestrians. All they ever talk about is hiking and boots. Why can't he hold his tongue for once? He'll be really boring. I mean, that guy's got no soul.
Well, I get on with Nell, and the pedestrians have been our friends for years, so you just be on your best behaviour, Barry Driver.
Oh, well, they're always late because they insist on walking here. Oh, hey, it's not just the pedestrians, is it?
No, Tex and Tess are coming too.
Oh, no, not the taxis. That Tex taxi will be late because he never indicates when he'll be here. And he always wears that stupid, bright yellow cap with his old black outfit. I mean, who does he think he is? Hollywood movie star or something?
You're like this every time, Barry Driver. But when everyone gets here and you get stuck into some 4-star, you always enjoy yourself. And besides, Simon Clist is coming with his partner, Simone, and you two get on fine.
What, Simon? But I thought he was gay.
What, Simon Clist? You think Si's gay? Oh dear, oh dear. No, he's bi.
Well. Old cyclist is bi. Who'd have thought it?
Anyway, you'll never guess what. I was talking to Marjorie Scooter the other day, and you'll never guess what she said. You remember our old neighbour, Jim?
What? Oh, Jim Jump? I've not heard anything from him for decades. What became of him anyway?
Well, he ended up with Jill Jett, remember? From the community centre.
Oh, aye.
Well, they ended up having a daughter together. She's 16 now, would you believe it? And she's a right computer whiz. And after I called up Jim to catch up, he offered to send her over to have a look at your internet computer. She'll be round any minute now, actually. Apparently, her career's really taking off.
Oh, great. What's her name?
Harriet!
You're listening to the St. Reatham Podcast.
The driver's there, one of our more transport-themed sketches that we did. The next one actually involves Will. It's very interesting actually how you guys met, isn't it, Ed?
I was it's really interesting actually. I was on a bus and I saw Will.
You were on your way to that middle-class men's club.
That's right. It was a middle-class men's club. Yeah. That's exactly what it was. So I was on my way there and with my hummus in my pocket and, just eager to enjoy lots of middle-class pursuits.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Particularly not talking to each other and just sort of looking embarrassed.
Yeah,
so I was on my way there and I saw Will and I said, "Hi, my name's Ed." And he said, "Hi."
You're listening to the St. Reatham Podcast.
Hi, listeners, to the
that's me
podcast. Now,
that's Phil.
We've had a lot of emails in asking how we come up with the material that we do.
See,
because a lot of
the
people
joke there.
saying, "Oh, surely you must,
I think
write it before."
I'll start to speak soon. I think
refine it and send
let's
it.
Let's just listen out for that.
But actually, what we thought we'd do instead is just bring you to a live.
This is when we did the behind the scenes.
Oh, this is me.
Yeah, that's you.
Will. That's Will.
Hi.
That's Will.
And,
this is me. Is this me or is this the other guy?
Yeah,
me?
That's right with you guys. I remember I did nothing this.
Yeah, it's great actually. I love this bit
because it was about really making sketches
and communicating as well. I love the way that everyone was listening to each other. No, not talking to each other. It's actually a great time. Very important time.
I think there's a pig in the room, guys.
That's the kind of repartee.
Yeah, it's just a sample.
So I was actually, that might be then be followed by one of us would say something along the lines of like, "Oh yeah, we should get rid of that pig and carry on with writing the sketches." I mean, because there's a lot of banter, a lot of banter in the show.
What do we normally do next when we do a sketch?
But so we get something from the news. Yeah, so we get the
David
pig,
Cameron,
the pig that the Prime Minister allegedly had sex with a pig's head, allegedly. Yeah, or they did.
And then we generally go, "Guys, what if David Cameron were?" And then we do another thing that isn't. Like now.
Yeah, that's the formula. That's how you do it.
That's how we do it.
This is how all comedy is made. You get something that's in the news, probably normally something kind of UK politics, and then you just put it in a slightly different kind of situation.
Yeah,
like
I mean, like
history.
So whatever's
or TV
topical at the moment, like The Tudors was on TV 2 years ago, so that's quite topical, isn't it?
Yeah, there were those books that were by that woman.
Yeah. And there's been books. I mean, it's really hot right now. Tudors.
Yeah, the guy from Homeland was in it or something.
Yeah, that's right.
So we'll do that.
We'll do that. I think that sounds pretty good.
It makes perfect sense. So then we simply say, "Guys, what would it be like if David Cameron was like Henry VIII?"
Okay, and then we put some music in. Put some music, Phil. Do that.
That's happening now because you can't hear it because we're recording this now. But you'll be able to hear it.
This is how it works.
Yeah.
This is.
My name is David Cameron, and I am the king of olden times.
Oh, that's brilliant.
That was great, yeah, David Cameron. Yeah.
Hello.
And I'm having sex with a pig's head. no, wait, a boar's head.
What a bore. And this is the way we really break down the topic.
Yeah.
I mean, we're using this as a platform, really, to sort of jumping off point.
So, yeah. Because he had 6 wives.
6 wives.
Ham Boleyn.
That's really good.
Yeah.
What did you say earlier? No, shit. What did you say? What are you going to say about Jane? Will?
Jane Moore.
Squirrel Moore. That's
Jane Moore.
Yeah.
Anne of Cleaver.
Ham of Cleves.
That's the real. Thanks for saving my arse there,
No worries. I'm always here, mate.
And then other facts about
the olden times. The olden times.
Hampton Court. I mean,
that's a really good one.
Pretty much writes itself.
That's really good.
Yeah.
So, guys, we'll set up a scenario. So we're in the dining room of Hampton Court. The year is 2.
Shh, hold on. I just thought I could think of something with swine. I can't. Sorry, carry on.
The year is 1502. Well, you'll be Cameron the First.
Okay.
Hammer the First. Hammer the Eighth. So the scenario is that you're having a feast.
Yeah.
And you're seeking to divorce your first wife. Catherine of Hammergan.
Yeah.
Because you wish to marry Jane. Boar.
No, Anne Boleyn.
Oh, it's Anne Boleyn. Yeah, you wish to marry Anne Boleyn.
Yeah.
So I'll be the Pope. Pope John Pork.
Oh, that's nice.
Just keep the ham thing going.
Yeah.
And Ed, I guess you'll be Hammeren's advisor.
Right.
So we should let the sketch play out.
I'll be like Cardinal Wolsey. Cardinal.
Yeah.
Cardinal Bull.
Salami.
Cardinal Salami. That's funny.
Salami.
I like it.
Yeah.
You can imagine like Robin Williams, like in if he was
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's great.
So guys, I'll put down some music, and there'll be sounds of people dancing and activities going on.
Cardinal Salami. I, Hammerin the Eighth, the King of England.
Oh, I'm also George Osborne, Guy of Gosborne.
Yeah, Guy of Gosborne. Cardinal Salami. I, Hammerin the Eighth, during the Middle Ages, am the King of England. I want to get rid of my current wife, Catherine of Hammergan, and swap her, you see, for a new one, Ham Boleyn.
Oh, that sounds like a pig problem. Why don't you have a glass of swine and think about it?
Yeah, jolly good. And I think I'll have sex with this pig's head while I'm doing it.
Well, that's made me scratching my head about it.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's the Pope.
Oh, Jesus, it's the Pope. I better stop having sex with his pig's head. On second thoughts, I won't bother.
Hey, King Cameron, I come over here and I find out that you're going to be divorcing your wife. We don't like that in the Catholic Church.
Yes, I know, but you see... Oh, sorry, I'm just having sex with a pig's head.
You make a bigger problem for us. Now, I don't want to be a bum.
I think that's my line, actually. I think I said pig problem. Sorry, I did say it earlier. I said pig problem.
Ed, a callback.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, guys. We're just using a callback. That's one of the techniques we use. So I thought I'd just point that out. That's why I interrupted it.
I'm about to do another one, so just let it go.
Okay, so we'll do another one. Okay.
Now I know it's the Middle Sausages.
Nice. Yeah, it's callback.
And I don't want to be a stick in the mud. I don't want to be a pig in the swill.
Yeah, that's good. That's funny.
Stick in the pig.
Nice. It's like a
I
plan.
don't want to be a stick in the pig swill.
This is called editing.
It's nice, isn't it? Yeah.
But I really insist, you cannot marry Anne Boleyn.
Well, I'd be telling Porkies if I said that I wanted to remain married to that awful swine. Well, actually, she's not swine enough. I want a new one. What are you going to do about it, Cardinal Pork guy? Salami.
Listen, let's not get all roast pork about it. Let's be more slice of ham in a sandwich.
Jesus, that's weak.
Come on. Let's
I am spitting with rage.
Yes, I think you're a pork scratching the barrel.
Yeah.
I did the scratching. Oh, yeah, so it's callback.
Scraping the barrel.
Anyway, what are you gonna do? Split away from the current Catholic Church?
Well, I'm not saying it won't be lard, but it'll be belly well worth it. Pork belly well worth it, and something about a curly tail.
Well, in that case, you're gonna have to have your own church away from the Catholics, because we're going to found a new one in Jamaica.
Well, that's hog all right with me. I'm just saying pig words in between phrases now. I can't be bothered to think of any more fucking pig puns.
And that's how Cameron VIII founded the Church of England.
Yeah, that's very nice, yeah.
And then we just finish.
I think that's good. I think we're happy
Great.
with that.
So that's pretty sketched down.
So, guys, let's just give you a rough idea. Just a rough idea. It's not always that slick.
No.
It's kind of embarrassing, isn't it? The sort of, once you've come up with something that great, you just sort of sit there and just go, whoa, that's pretty strong. I mean, I don't know how many times I can listen to that.
Give me a cup of ruddy tea.
Yeah.
Pig G tips.
That's the thing is with that kind of great comedy, you just can't turn it off, can you? I mean, just keep going. I'll be getting the bus home tonight, and I'll sit next to a woman on the bus, and I'll say, "You look like a fucking pig," and she'll just laugh, and I'll laugh.
You're listening to the St. Reatham Podcast.
So that's a great insight into how we made our sketches, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's very,
Behind the curtain.
behind the scenes,
The magic curtain.
behind the magic
carpet.
Carpet. The vocal curtain of carpet curtains. It's very strong. Well, actually, you're in for a bit of a treat now, listeners, because we've unearthed a very special sketch that's not been heard yet. It's got some very... Yeah, it's really good, actually. It's got some...
didn't tell me about this.
Well, I found out. I found it around whilst I was rooting around the archives. I found it, and it's one of those rare gems that sort of like. It's a rare gem.
I thought we've unearthed all the gems. I've definitely unearthed all the gems.
Yeah, but if you know the phrase "you can't polish a turd."
Yeah.
Well, I reckon if you keep polishing it, it'll get shiny.
But you've dug through all the earth. I've seen all the earth. You've arranged all the earth, and I've seen what it is.
Yes, but like Tony Robinson, I can go a little deeper.
You can't go deeper. It's a finite chasm of stuff, and I've seen it all. And I swear to you that there is nothing. This will come to no good.
Do you know what's at the bottom?
This is accursed. It's accursed.
No, it's going to be fine. And do you know what happens when you get to the bottom of a barrel and you scrape through?
You destroy the barrel.
There's another barrel underneath that you didn't know was there. That's what I'm saying.
You would know. You would be stacking barrels there.
But have you never heard the phrase that sometimes when you think there's no more gold left, you find a bit of something that's all right?
Look, don't fucking quote Bob Monkhouse to me. I mean, I know what you're talking about.
The Monker has been a constant companion to us and an influence, as you know.
Yeah, no, that is true.
Old Monkey.
Yeah.
Do you remember we used to call him Old Monkey?
He hated it.
He hated it, yeah.
Well, he didn't know because we've not.
Well, that's why he got in that terrible rage, and we ended up having to kill him and go to prison for 20 years.
Right. Well, I told you they would mainly be keen on that.
Yeah.
Because that was the wipeout years.
Yeah, they didn't like us murdering Bob Monkhouse. The problem was, I mean, we all know it's because we called him up and kept saying our catchphrase.
Do you remember what the Sun said about that?
Yeah, they said no. Yeah,
they said Bob Monkhouse murdered. That's what they said.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was one of their strongest.
Not
headlines.
the stronger puns, no.
No, I think they maybe thought it's insensitive, which is very rare for them.
Yeah. It's ironic because we killed him in a monastery as well, so they really could have made something.
They really should have. I mean, it was it's an open goal. They should put the toe out and it would have gone in.
The plan was to get the fee for the headline. That's why we did it.
Right. Yeah.
Because we were going to send them a thing saying Bob did Monkhouse, Monk. This is the final sketch.
Yes.
It's gold.
It's pure gold.
Hello, Mr. O'Mara.
Oh, hi, Mr. O'Mara P.
Hey, we got the same name. Isn't it crazy? Do you remember last week when I accidentally taught your class?
Oh, it's tremendous times.
Yeah, it's doing PE.
Do you know, it's a weird coincidence, but then we do have the same mother, so staff room banter. Really is top notch. Here, you heard about this royal baby. Oh, same
jinx.
Conversation.
Same name,
it's amazing,
same words.
isn't it?
Jinx, no, you can't.
Hey, same mother, didn't it? As far as we know.
So somebody says your name.
Someone does, yeah. So, royal baby, that's quite exciting.
Yeah, except that I hear that Pippa got there first. And she beats the Queen and the other one, the Queenetta. Not Queenetta, King. Not King, Prince. Pippa beat them to it, and so there's this kind of royal scandal, and it looks like she may well be taking the throne.
She's pregnant. She had a baby.
No, she beat them to it. Like, literally beat the King and the Queen on a race to go and see the new royal baby.
I didn't know that was a thing.
It's in the papers.
Oh, is it?
It's in the staff room papers that I read today.
Yeah, but isn't that our school gazette written by John Lyer?
Well, actually, yeah, but it's sub-edited by Dave Exaggerate, and he's much more reliable than John Lyer.
He is much, much more reliable.
There you go.
Oh, keep your voice down. Here's the new substitute teacher.
Oh, yes, the new PE/ sex education teacher.
Yeah. Mr. Johannesburg.
Mr. All right, Mr. Johannesburg.
Hello, Mr. Johannesburg.
Right the brew.
Have you got that cold still?
Yes, a little bit. Strange voice.
So, coming from Kazakhstan and South Africa.
How is Manchester?
I've been travelling a lot.
You have, all over the place, really.
Doing supply teaching.
Now, listen here, Mr. Johannesburg. What do you think as an outsider? What do you think of this whole baby situation?
In my country, we have babies, but they are not royal babies.
No.
They are the normal babies.
Normal babies?
And in my country, when we have normal baby, we give names straight away. We don't have baby run around with no name.
No, the babies with
Why
no name.
they don't give name? Why they don't give names straight away?
Well, this may be a security risk.
Yeah.
Yeah, the baby with no name.
Do you have any children babies yourself, Mr. Johannesburg?
Strangely, no. I have never had the sex.
Never had any of the sex?
Any of the sex.
No sex at all?
No sex.
Not even the
at all.
first bit?
Not even the first bit. Definitely not the last bit.
Have you had the?
I generally have the indefinite article as opposed to the definite one.
He's quite, he's quite good at the old grammar. He hasn't sort of based sentence structure.
Well,
but he's
this
very
is
good
a
at the
grammar
isn't he?
school, you know.
That's always true, isn't it? And he's done a pun there as
That's
well.
because of the Tories.
That's outrageous.
I have a theory.
Oh, hello.
So,
He's gone Austrian.
So, they now give the name for the baby.
Uh-huh.
And on Thursday there is this election thing where we have the new voting. I think they are waiting. They are waiting until the result, and then they will call the baby Tory.
Yeah.
Or Labour.
That's a good idea.
Or Green.
Yeah. Or coalition.
Coalition, SNP, Labour.
Good idea. Who knows? That's a good point, actually, isn't it? But then what do you think? So after 5 years, do they kill the baby? Or would they just rename it?
They just have a new one. They get new one in it. Fresh. It's fresh. It does the new baby things.
Anyway, that's quite interesting. So,
but who are you going to be voting for?
Who are you going to be voting for, Mr. Johannesburg?
Well, because I have been in the country all of a week, I have made up my mind. I am eligible to vote, and I will be voting for a coalition.
Oh,
good.
Because,
I love the coalition party, don't you?
I think they have some very, middle of the road compromise ideas.
Yeah. I don't think you've taken it seriously there, Mr.
I
MRP.
think that you two should form a coalition because the compromise between those two ideas would be brilliant.
Yeah.
And it's interesting you say that we should form a coalition because I was thinking we should form a coalition. Oh no, we're not doing a song. Sorry, I thought there was a song.
We could do that. Let's do a song about it.
Yeah, let's do a song.
1, 2, 3.
We could form a coalition and sing in time.
We could
and
form
everybody
a
knows because we'll rhyme in time.
And I'm gonna make it me the boss and you the sub-boss.
I don't think so. I'm going to be the boss and you're going to be the sub-boss, as you said before.
But I'll be bribing you with loads of Jacob's cream crackers.
And we'll have a tough immigration policy.
We're gonna kick out all the people who are white.
Not you, Mr. Johannesburg.
Because you're all right.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
We're having a coalition.
A coalition. A coalition of brains.
A
Coalition. A coalition. A
Everything will all be the same.
You see, we work together in perfect harmony there. I think maybe the people in Westminster could learn a few pages from our
And I That's what we're like. Except we're both white.
What time the lessons they start?
Oh shit, mine was 20 minutes
God,
in.
we need to get out of here. Whoa!
You're listening to the St. Reatham Podcast.
The fuck was that shit? I said it's cold.
It wasn't. It's fucking bullshit.
It wasn't exactly cold.
No, it wasn't. It was fucking not cold at all. It's quite a lot. Oh,
Hi, listeners.
Hi.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that sketch. It's great, wasn't it, Ed?
I think it was probably the best sketch I've ever heard.
Fantastic. Yeah, we hope you enjoyed this 9th episode spectacular of looking back at some of the highlights of our 20-long
year career.
It's been a career of ups as well as downs.
Yeah.
It's certainly been an experience and probably taken quite a large amount of my life. So that's definitely that's every cloud has
this as a
silver
shitstorm.
lining.
Like us on Facebook.
Yeah, please.
Just come on.
The podcast monster